everyone. So I just got to Itaewon where I'm about to do my meetup. This is the first one that I've seen happening in Korea for the weight loss surgery meetup thing or whatever. But it's a beautiful day, the weather's nice and warm, and it's perfect. So we're going to Bariatrics, which is like a meat restaurant, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll go and see how the food is, and then also see how we're going to divide up all this food, or how we're going to order food or whatever, because I think everybody coming had surgery already, so we'll see. This area is really nice. They have some lights up over here. This is like one of the back streets in Itaewon. Let's see if I can find where this restaurant is. Looking on my map. So that's me. That's where we're going. See how long this takes. So here's the restaurant. Bariatrics is on the second floor. Let's go, guys. I guess it's this way, but it's a South African restaurant.
For 2 months, I know energy. I could barely
meat
walk,
platter.
and that was
We're going to share.
And then
36,000.
I got. You are like throwing up forever, so there's nothing easy about it at all, and it's still hard. Like, even though I can eat a little bit more, I still struggle every day because I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna eat that. I can't eat that. I have to make those choices like every minute, like what to eat, and make the like better choices. I still eat like, you know, I'll have like a couple of chips, but I can't eat like half a bag of chips anymore. You eat like 2 chips and you're like, oh, I'm done.
I've been watching your posts and stuff.
Yeah.
All your clothes.
Yes, I'm living for the clothes right now, and I'm living for it. I'm at the moment.
The clothes swap thing.
Yeah.
I have like 2 pairs of jeans that I can fit now, and that's going from like 6 jeans that I had.
Yeah, it's hard though, and so I'm just really happy for it because all my clothes were so baggy, and then once you get something that fits, people are like, "You look amazing," and you're like, "I always looked amazing." But
you know, my aunt today, she said something so awesome. So, my family's Korean, so I was at my aunt's house, and one of my family members came in. I think it was my other aunt. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, Angela, you look so much prettier." And then my other aunt, she's like, "Yeah, she's always been pretty. She just looks prettier." I was like, "Oh, that's good. Thank you." She's like, "I did good, right?" I was like, "Yes." She was so sweet.
well, that's the thing that's hard too. Is here it's like they're like, "Oh, you know, we can really tell on your face, and your face is so small." And I'm like, "Oh, great." But I think it's so hard because when you hear that, like, I thought I was pretty when I was like heavier, and now people are like, "Oh, you're so pretty," and I'm like, "I wasn't before." Like.
And you know, almost.
I know.
Don't mean that.
I know they don't mean it, but still, like, I'm just kind of like, you know. So, but I mean, people have been really supportive, and my friends have been really great. And when we go out to eat, I'm like, "Can we please share our food? Can I take like 2 bites off your plate?" And they're like, "Sure." And I'm like, "I'll give you like 2,000 won." They're like, "Don't worry about it," you know. So it's been really great. It is harder to go out to eat. I really crave pizza. All I want is pizza, and I can't even order it because it's like big pizza, right? And I'm like, oh. You know.
I sent a thing in our group. It's you can order. It's like a cauliflower pizza, so they use mostly cauliflower. It's not all cauliflower, so they use sunflower too. And you can order it, so you can like cut it into pieces and cook a little bit at a time.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing is like eating out is harder, but I just kind of eat whatever everybody else eats. And like you're so great because you follow a lot of like protein stuff, and I don't. I'm just like I gotta eat whatever I can eat, like because I'm exercising and you're exercising, and my body's like feed me, but then I can't eat that much, so it's so hard.
How long out are you again?
5 months.
5 months, and you're 2 months. 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 5 months. So I'm like right behind you.
Yeah, I was like look forward to it.
How much have you lost so far?
Let me see. Let me calculate. I don't know. I have to calculate it.
Do you know how much you've lost?
I start with 113 and now I am 96, 97,
97.
Let me get my calculator.
16 kilos.
16 kilos.
Mine was 127. Now I'm 113. I think 100. I can't remember if it's 113 or 103. You have to look on my Instagram.
I am 96.90.
Okay.
What is that you're using?
Oh, Bariatric?
Yeah, this is for the scale.
Xiaomi.
Xiaomi,
Yeah, I'll show you the
Xiaomi
one
or
that I
something.
use. So I've lost 39 kilograms in the 5 months, and then I don't know how many pounds it is. Let me see.
I think it's like kind of times 2.
Yeah, and then I use this app, this Bariatric. You can, it's
I
pretty
use
nice.
this one mostly though, my fitness.
Oh, really?
Pal. It's easier for me to put in my food.
Food. See, I don't log in my food because
This one is my feed, but it's with the scale.
Oh, the MeFit? Okay, I think I have that here too.
Yeah, I don't have.
I have it. It's somewhere on here, but
I use Google Fitness and then My Fitness Pal, and it syncs. And then so I use those, and I always track my food mostly.
And how do you feel? Good? You feel tired?
Oh, I'm sick. So.
You lose more weight when you start to do exercise or same?
It just depends because you know when you exercise, you build your muscle. Because like the first 2 months that I had after surgery, I lost everything, my muscle, everything.
Yeah.
Like my muscle, it was bad because I did the InBody test thing. I did the InBody, and I saw it, and I was so shocked at how much my muscle was gone. Because my body has always been muscle. Like I'm always strong, you know, and I've always had like good muscle tone and stuff like that. But then the first 2 months, like my muscle was gone. It was a weird feeling. Like I was like on my, because my legs are like the thing I'm proud of. I'm like, look at my legs. And so like my legs were like all bush and it was like really soft. So then like I don't do much cardio. I do mostly weight training. I do lots of weight training because cardio, you know, burns calories and stuff like that, but we don't really eat a lot of calories anyway, so we don't need to burn too many calories, but we need to build our muscles. So we need to have lots of protein and do lots of weight training and stuff like that. So that's what I focus on when I go to the gym.
I know, I see your workout. Your workout is so much more intense than mine. I don't know, maybe it's not, but
It's a lot for me.
yeah, I see your list. But I do a lot of like strength training, core, stretching, and then I do like the TRX machine. I bought one for my house, so I do the training with like squats with that, and then I do these like rolls where like kind of like a opposite push-up. I do push-ups, I do hip thrusts, I do what else? I do these things where I put my legs up in the air and it hurts, and then I hate them. I mean, my trainer he puts me through it. He's so good though, because I still don't have a lot of strength, so if there's something I can't do, he's like, okay, let's change it and make it work for you. So he's really good about fitting like the exercise to my current body and like pushing it, but not pushing it enough, like CrossFit or the HITT, which like I would die.
You see, you try to eat like every 3 hours, right? Bite something.
I try to eat every 3 hours, but I always don't do that at school. At school I can't, but I usually pack something, like I'll pack like apples, or I'll pack like lunch meat and cheese, or take like a drink with me. I don't get my protein every day, probably by half, and I don't get my water intake in at all, but I still am getting like some calories. So I've had a little bit of a hard time with because I just get full so fast. So I can't meet those standards. And then if I go home, I'm tired, so I don't really want to like cook a piece of chicken. So I just eat like a couple bites of cottage cheese, and then like no, because I really don't meal prep. I know I should, but for me, well, the problem is I go through moods, and it's like if I don't want to eat it, I go through a lot of food waste. So I've tried to prepare my food in advance, but it goes bad. So then I'm just like, I have a lot of.
You have to make something delicious that you.
It is delicious. It's just eat it. It's delicious.
You make a really good thing.
I cook on Sundays.
I know you do, yeah.
Sunday, and then I just have it. I mean, and they say, oh, you eat the same thing. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's something like good. I like. And then for dinner is when I eat something different. Like at dinner time, I make something.
How many times? Really?
Okay, so my day is I eat in the morning. So I wake up at 7 and I take my morning pill, and then I eat breakfast around 7:50 or something like that, and then I go to work. when I get to work, it's like maybe 30 minutes later, and I'll drink my protein drink and take my other pill that we have to take. So I'll drink my protein, and it's got most of my protein in that drink. I do 60 grams of protein and then some collagen in it as well. So then I drink that in the morning, and then I drink water until lunchtime. And then lunchtime is around 12:30. I eat lunch around 12:30, and then I drink water until maybe like 3 or something like that. And then I'll eat like a little snack, and then I'll go home or do whatever else I'm doing, and then I'll eat dinner. And then drink water.
Yeah, for me,
Pretty much my day.
I just don't feel hungry. That's the thing. It's like, ooh yeah.
Mint butter with meat sausages first.
Our food is here. So we can take a break filming so we can enjoy our meal.
Well, we have to take a long time to eat, so we'll be here for hours. No, just kidding.
We're supposed to take a long time to eat.
That's what I like. Yeah.
I eat 2-3 bites and I'm full and
Yeah,
I'm
and then I'm
boring. Just waiting until
Yeah.
I finish.
Or sometimes, I eat too fast, and then I'm full, and I'm sitting there, and everyone's still
Yeah.
eating, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was like, "No,
it's
okay.
fine.
No, I'm sorry, I'm full."
Yeah, I mean, I'll get my 2 bites in, and they're just starting, and then I'm full, and I'm just like sitting there, and they're like, "You're full," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Where are you getting the milkshake protein?
Oh,
That one
the
looks so
protein?
expensive.
Yours?
I get Premier Protein.
Oh, those.
I buy those. They're really expensive, but I also have
It's
protein.
almost 50 bucks, right?
Yeah.
For 12.
Yeah, that's what I buy. But I don't order them often. So
Thank you.
yeah, I have protein mix at home that I get that is like much cheaper, but I'm just really bad at drinking the protein because sometimes I just rather drink water and then I get too full and then, you know.
Girl, you gotta do it.
I can't though, I get too full, I'll get sick.
Get the Gin Pro.
Yeah, I thought about when I go home getting that.
But for me now, milk, I can.
You can't drink milk? I never could drink milk. I don't drink milk.
Yeah.
Maybe like almond milk and stuff like that. But
Yeah, almond milk.
milky things make me sick, even before surgery.
Yeah. So like I think month 3 or month 4 I tried like a sip of soda from my friend, and the thing is every time you drink it you feel it go all the way down in your stomach and it bubbles and it's so painful. So it's painful.
Oh my god.
So the only one that doesn't feel painful to me is Dr. Pepper. So if you let the soda go flat,
Oh yeah.
with no carbonation, I can take. But those little small like bottles, I can drink half of that like this much in like one day, one whole day.
Yeah.
But like I just can't. It hurts.
What does it feel like?
It hurt. You feel like the carbonation go all the way down, and you feel it traveling all the way down in your stomach.
Does it feel like it's like tight?
It's like tight and like bubbly, and it's just like it sucks. Like it just, and you're just like I made an error. I made a fatal error.
Were you a pretty big soda drinker before?
Every day, always. Like, and so what I drink now is I love apple juice. I'm a child. I drink apple juice every day now, and I love it. But and I don't drink a lot of water. But if I do, it's like Crystal Light or Propel or something like that, like in there. But sometimes I will drink soda. I would say like maybe like once every 3 weeks I'll have like a sip of it. But it's usually when I go to a restaurant and I have to order a big one, right? And then I end up drinking like this much. And then my friend, I'm like, here, because like I
Does it
can't.
satisfy you? Is it good?
The size,
What are you drinking per day?
huh?
Water per day.
Not much. I usually just drink apple juice. Like I just prefer like I know if I work out, I drink a lot of water during my workout because I find if I drink like apple juice during then it just like it doesn't feel well. So I don't drink a lot of water, it's sad to say, but I just like the apple juice is like just easier on me and it has like the flavor which I really like. And I have Crystal Light that I also drink too. Like when I'm at school I drink like Crystal Light or Propel. But yeah, it's just me getting into those habits and it's really good because I've stayed away from like those bad habits like soda. Like my body's like physically telling me like no, and I'm okay with that. So and like the foods I used to really enjoy like spicy food and I can't eat it anymore.
I know I love spicy. Like I get this so spicy.
I
can
can't
eat it
even.
too.
Last time
The first time I tried, so after surgery, I went to my aunt's and we were eating, they had the kimchi. You know how they have like the banchan everywhere, the side dishes everywhere, and like it was lots of kimchi, and I love kimchi, so I was like, let me try this. So I ate kimchi, and like maybe 30 minutes later, I was on the toilet.
Oh man.
It was the worst. I mean, now I can do it fine, but that first time,
It's hard.
it was not good.
Yeah, it's like back kimchi all the way. Because
I can
it's
do it now though.
Yeah, I can eat
Rice.
kimchi.
You can eat rice now?
I don't eat, I haven't tried, well I ate a little bit, I tried a little bit.
I can
Mashed potato.
mashed potato like one bite. Rice, I'll take one bite of rice if it's mixed with something. But I don't eat rice because I get too full and then I don't feel well. And so like with potatoes, like instant mashed potatoes are okay because I know the amount. But like bread, I can't eat. Yeah, I definitely can't eat bread.
He can probably eat this whole thing.
Yeah.
Go for it, man. Yeah. Go for it. Just
For a
told him
while.
he can eat this whole thing because we're pretty much done. And he's happy. But for me, I drink a lot of water.
You do, yeah.
Because like when I teach, I'm always sipping.
Yeah.
And I have a water bottle, like
A big
16-ounce water tumbler thingy, and I drink probably, at the beginning it was like one at work. I drink one of those at work, and then maybe a little bit at home. But now I think I can drink like maybe about 2 at
Oh,
work,
so good.
and then a little bit at home. 16 ounces 2 times. I don't know what that is either.
Maybe 2 liters, yeah.
Maybe a liter and a half
Yeah.
ish. Yeah.
See, for me, it's like even when I drink,
Maybe. No, a liter and a half, maybe.
That's still good though.
Per day.
I can drink that one.
Yeah.
Or maybe 1 liter.
Yeah, me too.
I definitely need to drink like more water, but I think for me, like if I drink anything, it fills me up, and then I don't eat food, and then I feel like it's kind of like this or that. I'm like making this decision. And
How do you feel though? Like, do you feel good, healthy,
My
and
energy
energetic
feels really
and
good. Like right after for 2 months, I was not good. Like my energy was so low. I was so like just so exhausted.
Yeah.
My energy is really good. I still do get tired like at the end of the day, but I make sure I'm always active, like walking around, doing something, not like really lying around unless I'm going to bed. So my energy is pretty good. I still hate stairs. Like I'll still take like an elevator if I can.
Me too.
But going up the stairs is a lot more easier now. Like my endurance, like on it, I was like, because I've been building the muscle, I'm like, oh wow, I'm not tired from this. I'm like, okay. But you know, I still have to take care of my body, you know, because you're still healing and you're going through this process and you're still not eating what everyone else is. And you're still limited to like however many calories, which is still not enough after all the walking, after all the exercise. I know like I'm fighting against my body because like I'm burning all those calories with exercising, and I'm just trying to like, I was telling them sometimes I'll get a taco from like Taco Bell and I can eat half of it, but I was like, I don't even care that it's not healthy. I just need those calories or that grease or whatever to like just put it in my body, so like I'm not going to get sick or I'm not going to end up in a hospital, like, you know. So I do that like maybe once every couple weeks or something like that, and just like get something that's like a greasy or half of a cheeseburger with like no meat, like no bun or no veggies. So I don't like to do that every day because I don't crave it anymore, but I try to think like, okay, what can I eat? Usually before I go to bed, I actually have three bites of cottage cheese. So I'm really into cottage cheese right now. And I found like pastrami and turkey, and then I put some like yellow mustard, like some mustard on it, and a slice of cheese, and I make a sandwich without the bread. So I snack on that at school. I eat a lot of apples because it's an easy fruit that I can eat a small amount of and not have it go to waste. My big thing is like trying not to waste food, and that's hard for me. So
I think our nutritionist is pretty strict with us. She doesn't want us to eat any sugars, any carbs, or anything. And I know what I'm eating is not what she wants me to eat. So I'm like listening to you, and she's like, I'm thinking like she would hate you. Yeah, but do you have a nutritionist?
No,
you don't?
No, I don't. Like my so I got my done in the clinic, and so there was no nutritionist. He just gave me a piece of paper, wrote down week 1, 2, 3, 4, what to do, like solids, liquids, blah. And so I had to figure everything on my own, and I just follow from what other people do, and that's been really helpful. But also, like I'll find my own way, and I've done pretty well with the food. Like I know I'm not eating well like you are, but I know that also I can't eat as much as like anybody. Like I'm my body is really restricted to like what I can eat or what I feel like eating, and my taste has changed. And so it's just like I'm just trying to eat enough for me to like really survive, and that's like what my motto is, like, eat to survive. You know, every day is a battle. You know, so and there's some days I eat really well, like every 3 hours, and then I feel full through the whole day, but I don't feel sick. But there's some days, like at school days, the only time I eat is like really, I eat a little bit at lunch, but not enough to like really sit down.
Do you eat your school food or
Sometimes it depends. Like this week I didn't. I try to eat up my turkey meat and cheese because I don't want that to go bad. But sometimes I'll have the soup because all the food is kind of like is kindergarten food, so it's a little bland. But I still can't eat the kimchi jjigae because it's too spicy for me.
Really?
Yeah. And even things that like sweet things like chocolate syrup. Like if I was gonna have an ice cream sundae, I can recently eat ice cream. I really can't. I can have 2 bites of ice cream and done.
I tried the Halo one. Halo ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's is pretty good. The mini one. I can eat like a couple bites of ice cream, but I don't have like I can't eat sweets. Like it's really hard. I try to make like there's like a fudge sundae, and the chocolate sauce, the Hershey's chocolate sauce, was too sweet for me, and I was so shocked, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh. You know, because all I wanted was a sundae, but the sauce was, and it was like, it's never been sweet before, but now it's sweet. And I'm just like, oh, I just want, so it's like really hit and miss with food sometimes for me.
How are you doing with your food? What are you eating?
Yeah, what are you eating?
Now you are talking, I say, I just eat eggs,
Yeah.
and broccoli,
Oh, that's,
salad.
How is it for you? Is it okay, or do you get bored sometimes?
No,
It's
I
okay.
just want to eat something.
Yeah.
But I eat so quick. But before, it's
hard.
usually like very easy.
Yeah.
But now,
The snacks in this
oh
kind of dry
yeah.
foods and
What's that one in Olive?
Olive.
People want package is made soybeans, I think. It's a soybean chips.
oh, tofu crackers? Oh, I love tofu crackers. I buy those every week.
Where'd you get those from?
I bought mine at Olive Young, but you can order them online.
Which one do you buy? What with,
I get the
garlic
tofu.
and-
No, I get the tofu crackers with black sesame seeds in them. They're like for children, and I love them. They're small enough where I can take a few and not like, yeah.
I
Have you
go down
seen
with
the-
a strong flavor, salty things. I love soja, soy sauce, and everything because I eat a little bit, but I want
The flavor.
Yeah,
Strong
the
flavor, yeah. Have you tried the chicken chips? The chicken
No,
It's so dry.
is very dry. That's why you have to use it with like a dip or something.
Let's buy now.
It's good with the dip. Like I dip it in like guacamole or hummus or something or salsa.
Yeah.
Eat it with something else is good. Or like just for something easy to eat to get your protein. It's high in protein too. So
yeah. I have a lot of stuff in my freezer that I freeze, like fruits, and I bought like avocados, and I have like some stuff that I cook in my air fryer when I feel like it. I do a lot of I have chicken breast, but I can't eat a whole chicken breast, and so like sometimes I don't want to eat the same thing 2 days in a row, so I just keep it there for when I think I can eat it, because I just have so much food waste, and so I do a lot of like little mini popcorn chicken in my air fryer, which is good because I can just measure out this much and then eat it and not like waste anything. I have a lot of fish. I have like breaded fish, and then I have like just regular fish that I can like steam or do in the air fryer, and I like that for a while with like some lemon on it, and I can eat like almost one fish plate. I think for me it's like I just eat really slow, and
that's what I need to do.
at least about an hour. It takes me about an hour or more. The first time I ate a taco, it took me 4 hours. 4 hours to eat a taco. Like it was my whole night. I would take 2 bites and rest and then watch something and then 2 more bites and I was able to do it. Now I can eat about half a taco within about an hour, and then I'll just save the rest for either later that night, like part 2 of eating, or like the next day. But yeah, it's just like, and I always try to think when I go out, like what can I eat, because it's so hard. And people are like, oh, just take it home, and I'm like, oh, I really don't do leftovers because I just don't know what I'm in the mood to eat for.
I do leftovers. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you got somebody has like this much food left and they're finished. I was like, oh, I'll take that. I was like, that'll be my meal.
I'm so bad with
I did that
leftovers.
the other day. We ate like a chicken soup, and there was like 2 itty bitty wings and some soup and some little pieces of cabbage. You know, people throw that like, man, that's trash. No, that's my free dinner tomorrow. That's the best kind of good part about it.
Yeah.
Like you go out and eat. Oh, are you gonna finish that? Okay, I got it. I'll take that home with me.
And you know, every day is different. Like if my mood changes, or if I'm hungry, or if my stomach's upset, you know, if I make a plan to eat something, and I don't want to eat it, I'm not gonna eat it. You know, like, otherwise I'm just like my whole day is ruined. So I just I go home and I'm like, what do I want to eat? Most days I just eat like cottage cheese, honestly. And I'm like, my stomach is satisfied, and I feel full. And then like, you know, so I'll usually have like 2 dinners. Like I'll try to eat when I come home, or around like 7.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's how I know when I'm full. I get like, if I feel like travel up, like little burping. It reminds me like if you watch like The Land Before Time and the dinosaur makes that sound, it's like roar, and it's like that, but not like.
The protein shake, I feel so tired.
No.
So tired.
I'll change the scene. Put it on this side for a moment.
It's so tired. I don't know why. The protein shake.
You said you feel tired when you're drinking the milkshake? It makes you tired?
Yeah, tired. Like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I can't walk. I can't do anything. After that.
Maybe it just fills you up, and it's like when you eat turkey and you get like
The itis.
I'm excited for turkey this week.
Yeah. Huh?
In our country, when we have like seafood or something, we feel like maybe it's the same. The protein.
Maybe. I don't know. I wonder why. Maybe you need to change your protein. Try something different.
The third one.
Yeah.
They all do it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not time for you yet. You know?
Protein was better than the other one.
I bought this pea protein from somebody because I was trying to like stock up on protein. I'm like, I'm gonna need protein.
I'm so
And
interested in learning about all your protein things.
pea protein is disgusting.
Really?
It is horrible. It tastes like grounded up pea.
Oh no.
Like dried peas, and it's like it doesn't dissolve. It's like really gritty. So like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because I bought a whole tub of it. Like
Resell it. Someone might take it that's into like fitness or something.
maybe I don't know. I was gonna try
Oh
to.
no, I'm fine, thanks.
I'm gonna try to see it, like make something like a different recipe. Maybe do like a fruit smoothie type
Yeah.
thing, maybe, and see if it'll work. And get like frozen fruit and stuff. It's just I bought a lot of groceries and stuff from one of my military friends, and so like I have so much food, but it's like, you know, I want this.
Yeah.
And you don't have it, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I have all this other food at home. Just eat what you have, and
Yeah,
the
it's so
stuff that I
hard.
have is good. So it's like, just eat what you have. So it's like I always think about, oh, I want this, and I want to try that, and I want to try that, but I also have to remember I have all this food at home that I need to eat, and the food at home is good, so it's not like a disappointment or anything. So she has some buckwheat, what is it called? But sprouted buckwheat. Yeah. Is there any flavor?
It feels like there is flavor to it, but I'd say it's a good flavor. I don't know. If you mix it with,
It's like a roasted
if you mix it in maybe with yogurt,
or oatmeal.
yeah,
The salad, everything.
yeah.
And you say you have 5 times more than protein.
Protein.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You got some protein.
And you start exercise after 3 months?
I did mine after 3 months. That's not like the rule.
After 2?
Yeah,
Because I told her I need to get my muscle back.
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but you shouldn't. I was like, but why? And she said, because you could probably faint. I was like, oh, that's it? Okay, I'm going to work out.
Yeah.
Because I feel fine. I was like, if I feel faint, I'll stop. Yeah. But I felt fine. I was like, that's it? Okay, now I'm going to exercise. She's like, okay. But I do get tired, I realize. I need to learn, because maybe I overdo it. I don't know, because when I go to the gym, I go hard.
You do go hard.
Really hard.
Because I was like, oh my god.
But then like the next day I feel kind of exhausted.
Yeah.
But I work a lot too.
Yeah.
So like I work a lot and then I'm going to the gym and then yeah. So get some kind of tips for new people or
I think the thing that helped me, which I don't know, like some doctors don't recommend, is the thing that got me through the first month or two was drinking from like a child's straw. They say don't drink through a straw because it's really bad, but that's the only way I could sip water and not feel pain. So I still enjoy straws and I still drink with it, and I'll even squeeze it so it's like a little amount of water, or like, but yeah, that really helped me. And I think right after the surgery, they said for me to walk a lot. Even though you're really weak, don't overdo it because you don't want to be so exhausted, but it definitely will help like get your body, like, because those first months you're not doing anything, so you need some sort of like exercise but not gym. So even if you just go for a walk down the street to like buy like a water or like a piece of fruit, I'm like, okay, I did some exercise, now I can rest for like the 5 hours, you know. So there's so many different things, and it's really different for everybody. I find like what's worked for me didn't work for other people, and what's worked for other people didn't work for me. So it's really listening to your body and figuring out on your own. And I was telling her, like, just don't compare yourself to others because it's so hard not to. But I mean, it's all really different experiences, and the weight loss surgery is just a tool. It's not a fix-all. So you really have to fix it yourself and make the changes yourself. Otherwise, it's going to fail. And it's failed for a lot of people because they have to get surgery again to fix it after so many years. So, you know, I want to try not to do that, you know, right? I don't want to go through it again. It was terrible. So what tips do you have?
I don't have any tips.
Yes, you do.
No.
Something that you're experiencing that you want to share.
I think we have to drink a lot of water in the beginning. I think we have to focus on the water and protein. I think is the main things. Yeah, I feel really cold now. Yeah, more sensitive to the water. Yeah, I don't know. She say everything. Yeah.
What is your experience like helping out and watching her and things like that?
I think we both are losing weight now because we are sharing the same plate now. So we go out for dinner, we are just ordering one plate for us. And I am following in some way what she wants to eat. And she wants to eat something healthy. So basically salads or no fast food, you know, this kind of thing. So now I'm getting into shape as well. Through her.
Were you worried at first about the surgery? Were you worried about it?
Yeah, I was worried about the secondary effects. Because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I am working all day, so she will be at home. So I was worrying. So always texting her if everything is going well. But so far so good. Yeah, very happy, and she's getting more confident, and she's buying new clothes, and that's very happy.
Yeah, no, my family knew. They knew I wanted to try it. So my family was really supportive but worried. It was really hard when I got the surgery because I was in a lot of pain, and my family's not here to comfort you, and your friends are, and that's really great, but it's you know, I miss my family, and when you're not feeling well on a day, you don't have anybody to take care of you. You still have to make that bone broth even if you don't want to, or you still have to make yourself eat if you don't want to. So that's really hard being away from your family, but they're so excited. I feel so more confident now. I'm posting pictures of like everything I'm wearing because I feel really great in it. And that's the best part about it. You know, that's like, this is all the hard work, and this is like what it was meant to do, is to make us like have better eating habits. And it has. And it's more like, it's so much nicer. Like, it's really taught me how to like love my body, and it taught me how to eat again and eat like better. So I think that's the most thing, is like a lot of us have like really bad relationships with food, and we don't know how to fix that, and this surgery forced us to do it. And if we don't follow those rules, like we get so sick, and then we're like, oh man, like, you know, you have to follow it. So I think that's so important. But I just love seeing the changes in my body. I love when people compliment me. I love when people notice. I think I just love, like right now is probably this amount of time, like this month 5, I've never been so happy in my life, because you go from like a size 22, and now I'm at like a size like 12 or so, and I still feel like I'm size 22, don't get me wrong. Like, I know the clothes fit a lot smaller, but I still feel like that girl. So people are like, oh, you look great today, you look amazing, oh my God, you're so skinny. I'm like, really? You know, I was like, I don't believe it. You know, I can't believe it. But, you know, like things like if you get hair loss or the side effects, they do really suck, but you sign up for it. You know, you have to take the good with the bad, with the strange, and, you know, make it work. So, I wish I would have done it 10 years ago. I mean, honestly, I was like, I wish I would have done it a long time ago because, like, I feel like I've missed out on a really happy period of my life, you know. So, but the money was cheaper, so I'm like, all right.
It's like this was an opportunity presented to us. Like,
Take it, yeah.
Do you guys still think sometimes, like, I can't believe that I did this? Like, my stomach is smaller, like, oh my God, like, what did I do? Am I happy? Like, sometimes I think, like, am I happy? Did I do the right thing? And I never had any problems, so I don't feel, like, any negative. Sometimes it's still more like disbelief, like, wow, half of my stomach is gone, more than half of my stomach.
I don't know. I feel that sometimes I can't believe it, but it's kind of like this is my new reality. This is my new life, my new chance, and I want to try to do the best I can by it, and like just take care of myself a little better. So, but yeah, I still can't believe it. I'm just like, but I'm like, hey, like, all right.
I just feel terrible the day when I wake up from the surgery. I say,
no, it's so bad.
Why I'm here? Why I
It was so bad.
I called the doctor. Why I tell
so bad. Yeah.
Some of these people, like, they're posting on Instagram. This lady, I was talking to her on Instagram. She's like, oh yeah, I'm about to go into surgery. And then, like, hours later, she's like, oh hey, yeah, so I'm out of surgery. I'm like, I could not text.
Oh my God. I was crying. I was in pain. I was hitting the morphine button. And then I ran out on the third day when I was discharged. And then I didn't know that I can order more medicine. It was on a Sunday. And I was like, I need more medicine. They're like, no. And I was in so much pain. And so my dad was like, I'm going to get a visa and come there. And I was like, by the time you get here, I'm going to be home. You know, so I got to, oh man, I was like, go to the bathroom, bam. Like, come back to the bathroom, bam. And then I would have a 2-hour nap and it was lovely. And it was a lot of pain. And you know what was the most painful part? Was when they took the drain out. When they took that drain out of me, I had a drain, I had the drain for the first 3 days, and then when you get ready to go home, they take the drain out, and I was like, wow! But it was so relieved once it was out, because then that can heal. But when they took that drain out, and you just like, you see your skin like, and I was like, oh my God.
I was terrified of the catheter coming out.
I didn't have a catheter. No.
I have.
If they had one in me, it was when I was out. But when I came out of surgery, I was just gassy. I felt so uncomfortable, and I was like burping, and it was painful, and I just wanted to lay on my stomach, and I couldn't. I could lay on my side, but it was still uncomfortable.
It was difficult for me to use my abs.
Yeah, I couldn't get up. I was like, it was hard for me to get up. Yeah. I remember when I first came out of surgery, I just yelled in Korean for water, and I was like, give me water, and they're like, no, and I was like, water. I couldn't talk. So they gave me like a washcloth to like dab or like to like spit out water, and I was like, yes.
They gave me like kind of like gauze or something.
Yeah.
Soaked in water.
Yeah, I was able to do the water, like take a drink of water, swish it around, and spit it out. And I was like, thank goodness for that, because like, but I didn't feel hungry at all those 3 days. They had me hooked up to the lipids and everything, and I was like, okay. And I had my little Dixie cup of like bone broth, and I was like, I'm done. And you know, it was just really weird. The first month, it was really weird about one drink, and you were like full, like that little amount of food. And like now I can eat a few bites, and it's still a small amount of food, but it's just like, wow, how amazing is it that your body can survive on such little food, really, and be fine. And I was like, man, everybody should get this surgery. Like,
they give us a tea, right? Like a rice tea or something tea.
oh really?
I feel much better after the tea because the gas go out after the tea. Yeah, but before was so much pain in my back.
And then my mom like mushing like my sides because I felt like the gas in the sides, so she was like mushing it inside.
Did it hurt? Like,
I was in a lot of pain.
Me too.
My back didn't hurt, but my stomach did. So a lot of the time I would do like this, But my back didn't hurt, but I couldn't do anything with my side. Sometimes I would just like rub my stomach, and sometimes my stomach still hurts. Like I sometimes will have like issues with like going to the bathroom or things like that. Like,
Oh, what about that?
I have a morning window to use
the bathroom. Number two, it sucks, man.
So in the
it sucks
morning,
now.
You go every day? You
I
can?
go every day.
Oh, girl, I don't. Oh, hell, I'm lucky if I go once a week. I'm
Me
lucky.
too.
It's hard. I mean, I'm going through some pain right now.
If I miss that window,
You're done.
opportunity,
Miserable.
then I don't have to go.
Yeah.
So like in the morning time, I usually have to go. Like there's an urge, so I have to go to the bathroom. But if for some reason that I can't go and I have to hold it, afterwards it's done. Like I can't go for the rest of the day. I don't need to go for the rest of the day. But I'm regular.
I am totally not regular. Actually, this week.
Before was terrible too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Before surgery, I went maybe 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times a day?
Bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I say sometimes I want to have diarrhea or something.
Right
I want,
after surgery,
but I
I had
can't.
it really bad.
You too.
Right after surgery, when I did the bone broth, it was like diarrhea city, and then I was like, oh man, I was like, I can't live like this.
Do you guys need some more drinks?
Oh no,
Good.
yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
We are living soon. Yeah, we have to go.
Yeah, we're busy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we just finished eating. How was everything?
Delicious.
We only got to eat a little bit.
It's okay.
And her husband paid for dinner for us.
you.
It was so great. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. So we're going to a cafe or something now, somewhere to chat a little bit more. This place is called Sweet East. It is so cute. So we moved our little meeting to this cafe place. It's so nice. So I got a soju crusher or something like that. Fighter, soju fighter, and it's kale and apple and
lemon, apple.
And yeah.
A lot of good things for
Yes, and you got the...
I got the mama's favorite, which is carrot, lemon, apple,
and something
I don't know,
else.
it's on the poster.
And look at this little straw thingy. These straws are so cute. It's like a heart. I want to steal this. You try yours.
Bottoms up. Oh, it's good. It reminds me a little bit of like an orange juice with like a little bit of carrot.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Orange. Did you say orange in it?
Yeah.
Here, taste mine.
Taste mine. Oh, that's really green. Super green. It's a little too green for me.
Wow. She's like, let me get my bag.
Thing.
Tastes like a green thing.
You'll know what I mean.
It does taste like celery.
It tastes like a green thing, right?
It tastes, yeah, greeny,
like a green
very
thing.
green. But it's
Broccoli?
okay.
It's like broccoli. I think it's more broccoli than celery, but it gives
I
me
think
that
it tastes
celery.
really celery, yeah. But maybe it's the kale too. Kale has
Yeah,
very strong.
I don't really eat kale, so.
You should have put more apples. But it's okay. Like I said, I don't eat enough veggies, so that's why I got
Oh,
this
you're
one.
getting it now.
Yes.
That's for sure.
I didn't notice that I can pinch my skin now.
Yeah, this is all loose.
Before, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, yeah, same. Yeah. So, yeah, I believe this is all like loose. Now, sometimes we build up in the muscle, which I have, but I've always had this before surgery. I just had no upper body strength, so now this is just all real loose. My ladies, oh my god,
They're hanging down.
they're like
hanging low.
But you have any exam before that you see if it's muscle or
It's, girl, it's no muscle.
Your titties are all fat, baby. There's no muscles.
Yeah,
no muscles in the backside, not in the titties.
even the teeth? Because I have a exam a year ago.
There's no muscle in your breast.
No.
You have
That's
muscle in
why-
your chest.
Yeah.
That's why you can flex it, but your boobs are all fat.
They're all fat.
It's all
Well,
fat.
and that's why, ladies,
All
that's
fat.
why after surgery, like I've lost all my boobs, which I had a lot of, which I'm glad. But also, and I'm left with the granny boobs, and then
The ones that, like,
and the
there's,
loose
like, skin and then, like,
no,
balls,
it's
like-
so true. and then you're left with loose skin, and so when I've gone down bra sizes, but when I wear them, it's like one of those like little Sphinx hairless cats that you look at, and the skin is all wrinkly.
It's like
and,
wrinkly on tear.
Not attractive at all. So that's why so many women get like boob jobs as well, like after their surgery, because of just the extra skin. And like even if I didn't have the extra skin right now, I could probably go down another bra size, but because of that, it's just like
skin takes up space too.
Yeah.
When you guys were big, like when I was bigger, I always have this hump. on the
yeah,
back
I
of
did
my
too. Me
neck.
too. And now I don't have it as much.
I have a big one here.
Oh, in
Yeah.
the lower back part.
When you lose more weight, your lower back is gonna hurt. Like your tailbone. When you lose a weight, like my tailbone hurts. When I
My
do this,
tailbone doesn't hurt, but like under here.
yeah,
like where my
your butt, your glutes. Oh
Not my
man.
glute, like my bone, like it's pushing through the fat now
Yeah.
because there's no muscle in my butt anymore. So like my
I miss
bone,
it,
I
kind
can
of.
feel it like on the chair
Yeah.
now. It's like so uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, you can feel it. That's the thing. Is you miss that cushioning. So when
I have a bone here. I have one bone here. I have a new.
yeah,
And
it's
it's
like you
different
discover, and
because
you're
we
just
lose
like,
the fat,
yes, I'm
yeah.
gonna wear all this stuff, and like.
But everywhere is different. My arms are.
Yeah, you have nice arms.
Yeah,
got
you
good
do have
arms.
nice
You're not
arms.
gonna have the.
Yeah, you're not
I
gonna have the
used to have
problems
a
like we do.
big belly and
Yeah.
big.
Your booty will go away a little bit. My trainer was
Girl,
like,
my
let's do this.
butt is my back.
Yeah.
It's like, phew, it's like when I saw it, because I already have a flat butt.
Yeah.
So like I looked in the
Do the
mirror one
squats.
day.
Squats are supposed to do that. And my trainer was like, let's do more squats. Let's get you like a peach butt. And I was like, no.
That's cute.
I was like, I don't want one. I already had one. So like, I want a flat one.
You want a flat butt?
Yes.
You gonna switch me? I'm
Yeah.
giving my butt, girl.
No, I don't want like, they're like, look at you bubble butt. And I was like, I don't want one. Like, I already had one. Like, make me a stick.
My sister. And she's been working on her butt because my mom is Korean and Koreans have flat butts, so we have really flat butts. So she's been working on it. She's got like a before and after picture, and her butt's plumped out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me try doing
Squats.
workouts.
It's squats, yeah.
So I've been doing her workouts that she's been doing, but like I said, I haven't been to the gym much these days. But I try to work on my legs and my butt more now.
The if you do the what is it, the hip thrusts really work. I do mine with the chair, and then I do the ones where you're on the ground and then you lift
I
up.
do it on the leg curls.
Yeah, I do. There's two
Machine.
different ones. I do the one on the hip thrust. I go off the chair here, and I just have my back, and then I have to lift up with like using your glutes. That helps. And then I do one on the floor that I forget. Is it hip thrust or I forget the name of it. And then I started out doing that, but now I've like evolved, and I do the one off the chair, which burns. It like just hurts.
I do it
And-
with weights.
See, I don't do mine with weights yet because I have like the machine. I do the roll-ups and I do push-ups, and that's really helped. And I'll do weights eventually once my friend gets his gym up and going. But yeah, I'm surprised how much it's made a difference. For all those people who said that I would just go back to eating like terrible foods and this was just the easy way out, and all those people who were really negative, and there were people who were really negative about this and had a lot to say about my surgery and my body without talking to me about it. Like, look at me now. I'm just like, yeah, look.
I think my family were just nervous and scared.
Yeah.
Because like my sister, she didn't want me to do it.
Really?
My best friend, she didn't want me to do it. I think it's just because they were nervous and scared about it.
But if I'm gonna get surgery, I'm gonna get it here because this is the safest place to get surgery, in my opinion, compared to the U.S. or I don't know other countries. And plus, like
Mexico. They do.
yeah, Mexico. A lot of people go to Mexico. Certain places in Mexico, and it's really good. But you have to go to the right place because some of them are not good. But I told my mom, I'm like, if I'm getting anything done here, I'm getting it done here because I know Korea's all about appearance, and they're not gonna like fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know, like really.
Their reputation.
Yeah, they have to, you know. So when I got my fillers done in my face like last month, I was like, I'm gonna do it here because they're not gonna, you know, it's all about your face in Korea.
Where'd you get done?
I had under eye fillers because I was getting dark circles and my face was really hollowed out from like losing weight. So
You
at the
didn't
end
feel
of
like it helped?
oh yeah. So I got the fillers here, and then I got lip fillers too.
You
But
know
they-
what I hate? My mom, she asked me, how many kilos you lose?
How many
Send
what?
me pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I lose more kilos.
Oh, how many kilos have you
many?
lost?
How many? All the time they ask me.
I don't mind people asking.
I don't like. I feel like
They're like judging you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes I have like a week. I don't lose any
Right.
kilo. And I feel like maybe I'm doing something wrong.
No. Because like,
There's times I'm pretty steady. I usually lose 1 to 2 kilos, but then sometimes it's like point something kilos. Yeah, it's like 0.3 or 0.5 or something like that. But yeah, I lost a lot at the beginning. I think everybody's like that, and then now it's just slow and steady, which is fine because, like I said, I want my skin to have enough time to to keep up with the weight loss. That's what I'm terrified about. I don't think I'll have a lot on my stomach because I've always had kind of like a flatter stomach. My thing is my arms and my thighs. So I showed my friend, somebody, a lady on Instagram, she was showing her leg. She had her leg up and she was like jiggling it and her skin was like, I was like, my thighs gonna look like that when I was like. I'm hoping to have my skin removal before I leave. Like I was really hoping to do it like a year after, but I want to do it before I leave Korea, and it's not it's not gonna be a year.
I think I'm gonna wait a year or two because I don't know how much longer I'm gonna lose, and I don't know anything. So I'm just gonna like say a year or two. I'm not in a hurry. And
that's good. But for me, I think because I already have the skin, I think if I cut off the skin and if I do lose more weight, it'll be loose, but it won't be this loose.
It won't be as bad.
It won't be this bad. So while I'm in Korea, I'll take advantage of getting the cheaper cost. Because in America, for skin removal like that, it's like 5,000, 6,000. In Korea, it's like 2,000 or something like that. So I'm gonna get the consultation. I'm gonna get those done, the breast lift and then the skin removal before I leave. So I'm gonna try to wait until the last minute before I leave. Like I don't know how long I have to be here, like for follow-up appointments or something. So when I go in December, I'm gonna talk to them about it and see like when is the latest I can get the procedure done. And I'm gonna try to stay in Korea as long as I can. She had to take her hair out.
I do. I fix my hair.
It was cute up. Alright, our meetup is finished. Nice to meet everybody. Thank you.